Hello, everyone. Okay, I think I'm live. How are you all doing today? It's really, really warm here. Where are you all tuning in from? Because I'm in Spain. I'm in the south of Spain, and it's really sweaty. But I have this old fashioned, right? I have air conditioning on, but I'm also using this because I mean, it's just more efficient sometimes. So I'm gonna wait a little bit longer, okay, for more people check in. Um, as you all know, tomorrow it's my birthday, and around your birthday, it's really the best time to manifest because the sun is on the same placement as when you were born. So I had in mind to do a little manifestation exercise together. And of course, we're going to talk about this new moon in Virgo, which will happen on the 27th of August. But the upcoming days, I'm going to be a little bit busy. Thank you so much, guys. Someone from Scotland. How cool. Yeah, so I have so many wonderful plans that at first I thought was not going to happen because I had a little bit of a weird time where yeah, my grandma was not feeling well, so I probably had um, to go home to the Netherlands to see her, but she's doing a little bit better, so I'm going to postpone it one more week. And that's because tomorrow I have this really wonderful day planned. um, I do flamenco dancing to be part of the culture here. So I'm going to do that with a friend. And then later in the day, I'm going to the beach with some music. We're doing a picnic and we're going to have some wines. So it's going to be really nice. And then on Friday, I'm going away for the weekend with a group of people I connect really well with. So we're going away for a few days, and I'm going to have to leave my sweet little kitty here, but a friend's going to take care of her. Exactly. I look like a flamenco dancer today. Okay. Um, is there something you want to discuss or you want me to discuss today when it comes to the new moon in Virgo? Maybe you have certain questions, like, okay, or maybe you want me to focus. Okay, I don't know, I'm an Aries, and I want you to see what is work for like for Aries and stuff like that. So, um, yeah, just let me know. Um, because this new moon, right? It's in the sign of Virgo, and it's going to be like 4 degrees apart, and 4 degrees apart, 4 degrees in conjunction. I'm not fully here with you. I just tuned in to meditate, and it's like when I'm too high up in the air, I forget to ground myself. And I'm a Virgo. I should be able to ground. That's easy. So wait a second. Okay, Virgo Sun. Great. Yeah, I am planning to do all the signs, so let's do that. I will start with a little bit in general. What does it mean? And then we're closing off with a little manifestation session. So, especially for you, Leland, Lewis, if you're a Virgo, this is great right now to do some manifestation. Uh, Virgo rising, so super. Yeah, so it's a conjunction at 4 degrees, right? For the ones that don't know, new moons are always in conjunction and full moons are always oppositions. And we have a lovely Venus in Leo, so this makes us want to feel special. It's a little bit like what makes us feel special and different. And yeah, what can we do to make us treat ourselves a little bit better, right? But also we have a little bit of a contradictory energy, right? Because Virgo wants to organize, wants to have everything in alignment, wants to clean, wants to do all these things. Though this Virgo is still a little bit on the cusp with Leo. So we're gonna have a little bit of this boosting energy. Uh-huh. Progress charts. I think the birth chart is your blueprint, right? And then you have to consider many things. So you have your progress chart. So where are you at now? What's your focus now? I look at solar arc as well. And then I look at the place where you're now if you moved from your birthplace, right? So I was born in the Netherlands and I moved to Spain, which changed my chart a little bit. And I used to live in Malta, which made my chart different as well. So it's like, you know, you have to consider many things before reading a chart. But most important is the blueprint. And some of you know that I'm also a psychic, intuitive. So I also use that when I have personal readings. And I do that, of course, as well in my forecasts because I want to take the best energy possible. Thank you, Tanner. So, yeah, so what I was saying is there's a lot of contradictory energy, right? Because we have Leo, we have Virgo still a little bit on the cusp. Then we have a square, so the sun and the moon are squaring Mars. And we're going to have Mars in Gemini for a while. Because we're going to have a Mars retrograde starting in October, and it will be like it will be there until like the 13th of January. So we're going to have some inward manifestation, some where do I go next? Where should my action go, right? But for now, we don't have that yet. In September, we'll have Mercury retrograde, so we're slowly integrating into the shadow period. So Mercury retrograde will start on the 9th of September. Um, and yeah, exactly. Virgos are definitely also perfectionist, never good enough, right? So where do you need to perfectionate your stuff? The thing is, this new moon is impatient. This square with Mars, with the sun and the moon, it's like it makes you nervous, impatient. I want to do things. I want to do it now. Um, I'll definitely make a video about Mars retrograde. So today I will just talk about the new moon in Virgo, but I will definitely make a video about Mars retrograde because it's a really interesting period, and I think it deserves a separate video to really explain what's going on and how it will affect each sign. So remind me, guys, around this time I will make a video about it. But yeah, this new moon in Virgo is really impulsive. And this is so contradictory to Virgo. Virgos are not impulsive. They overthink. It's like overthinking. It's ruled by Mercury. So a lot of thoughts. And Mercury in Virgo, for example, is very different than Mercury in Gemini. Because Gemini is more about relating, right? It's a more social sign. It wants to relate to other people. Mercury, Virgo wants to really like have things organized in their mind. Like, okay, I need clarity. Tell me what is this? What is that? What is that? You know? It's almost a little bit like wanting to put things in boxes. That's why I love astrology, right? Um, so this Mars is really like, hey, come on. It can literally cause some type of arguments. It can make you a little bit snappy, like, you know, not thinking people are fast enough. The sign of Virgo, the energy of Virgo is impatient in general. It's like, I can do things better than other people. You know, if everybody would just listen to what I have to say, the world would be a better place, right? This is Virgo. Like, kind of a know it all. And very often they do know it all because they read a lot. Virgos read a lot. And they really work in an organized way. They can work really fast, but also they can get stuck on the details, right? They can be like, I, I'm like, they can get stuck on like little typos, little sentences, and then it's like, hello, we need to finish this project. You know, we have a deadline, and Virgo doesn't want to make mistakes. And this square with Mars is literally like, I want to be the perfectionist. I want to do this really well, but I also want to be I want to be done. I want to be done as soon as possible. I want to launch this project. I want to go for this action, right? And we're going to check for all the signs, literally like what it means. Where's your Mars? Where's your Virgo? Right? And I always recommend everybody to especially listen to the sun and the ascendant, right? But it's also, you can also listen to your moon sign, right? But I always say first ascendant and the sun. And another really interesting aspect is that we have Venus in Leo squaring the North Node and the Uranus conjunction, right? And with this conjunction, it's like people are being pushed towards a new destiny. It's like, okay, yeah, it's maybe uncomfortable, but with Scorpio, which is, it rules the eighth house and it's all about cycles. So it's like you're being pushed out of certain cycles to go into stability. Taurus. Taurus is stability, but Uranus is like, yeah, not that stable, right? So you will have some bumps in the road, but it's definitely towards North Node equals destiny. And the South Node, some astrologers say to forget about your South Node. I'm not a fan of that. I think the South Node is like a finished package that you've learned, unless you have difficult aspects with the South Node, right? That means a different story. But South Node is really like something you came with, you're maybe not as interested with, it's already integrated, and you're bringing it towards something new, and you're being pushed towards new stuff. So with Uranus conjunct the North Node, a lot of people will start becoming self-employed, because we see Uranus is the sign of everything online, social media, the laptop, right? Working from the laptop, science, but also freedom in a job. So people want to literally break free, right? Um, Taurus is everything physical. So Uranus and Taurus is like, you know, when Uranus just went into Taurus, there were quite some earthquakes, because Taurus is really related to the element of earth. It wants to be grounded, it wants to enjoy the pleasures of life, and Uranus is like, I need freedom, right? And in many countries, what we see right now is because Taurus is related to farming. So we see a lot of strikes, a lot of problems happening with farmers all over the world. And there's like some changes there. But at the same time, we need farmers, right? We need our organic products. So there will be some liberation from their side, that maybe they don't want to be ruled anymore by big governmental companies, because they should have the freedom to sell their products just like any other company. So yeah, there will be a lot of shifts and changes there as well, right? Um, and this is squaring Venus. And Venus is about money. So we have Taurus, which rules the money. Then we have it squaring Venus. So unexpected money going out, unexpected money coming in. Oh, cool. You live in a farm. I wish I lived in a farm. That's my dream right now. But I'm still here, which I love as well. I'm in a beautiful place, but yeah. So yeah, there is some, like, people even lately have experienced like money going out, money coming in. So a lot of you will experience disruptions with money. Uranus is unexpected. So with a square, I would say it's not always better, but it could also mean a breakthrough, because a square is a tension. It's like things are like tensed up, and Uranus wants to break free. So there is a situation with your money that you're like, I need to make changes. It could also mean changes in relationships, right? Relationships that are already a little bit unsteady, right? They're going to break during this time. I don't want to get anyone depressed, but we do have Saturn opposing Venus, right? This is a make or break kind of time. So maybe some people change their minds, want to settle, because Saturn is can also represent commitment, settling down, but it can also mean like restriction, and like it's too heavy to continue. And Uranus square Venus is going to break right through that, right? Um, we have Pluto trining Mercury, Mars trining Mercury, so we feel very like driven to speak. So, and what it means, because we have two trines, even though Pluto is not in an air sign, but we kind of have this beautiful ground trine, right? That is, it's aligning the way you speak. So if you are a communicator, and that's your job, right? So you communicate by speaking, you can really like make a difference. So you can really make a difference by the way you speak um, around this time, around this new moon. Yeah. And we have Venus trining Chiron. So whatever decision or whatever uh, um, feeling is coming up towards relationship or money, it's going to be healing. So it's more like it was a long time coming kind of situation, is what I'm feeling. If you've been feeling it boiling up for a while, you know, it's a surprise, but you're not that surprised, right? Like, how many times do you feel that something is ending? Like, okay, I'm a psychic, so it's different. But literally, in my last corporate job, I packed up my things on, I think it was like, maybe it was like Monday. And I told my colleagues, Friday's my last day. Friday is my last day. So I saved my documents, I got my stuff. And on Thursday, I had the conversation with the CEO. And on Friday was my last day. Sometimes you just feel it coming, and you don't need to be psychic. There's many people who have a very strong intuition naturally. Some sort of things you kind of feel coming, right? And not to say I had a really good closure in my last job, and they even allowed me to still go to a trip to Bali. So I feel very, very grateful for this type of ending. And after that, I was self-employed, right? So this is a story that is happening, and I see it in my readings that a lot of people are building websites, going self-employed, want this freedom, and this has to do with the North Node conjunct Uranus, right? Especially with the job, if it's like in your sixth house, 10th house, or second house. It's like, I want to break free. I want to make money through different ways. Um, yeah, so Jupiter sextile Mars, right? We have Jupiter retrograde. We have a couple of retrogrades, but it's a slow moving planet, so it doesn't have that much of an effect while it's going, right? Um, it's usually the days before and after where you see the biggest shifts. It's slow moving, so it's slow moving long term lessons, right? And we still have Jupiter in Aries. And with Mars in Gemini, we're definitely want to stick to our truth, speak our truth. So to summarize it, this is the time to not make rash decisions. Please don't. You're going to regret it. Okay? Really think things through and maybe wait till a few days after the new moon to break up relationships and everything. If it happens to you, it can happen. But there is a big impatient feeling. So listen to your inner Virgo and take it easy, okay? Yeah, that's my recommendation. I'm actually ready to start with all the signs. So I'm gonna get Aries up. Do we have any Aries or Aries moon or Aries rising in the house today? Okay. Oh, my phone is too warm. I hope it doesn't stop. Let's see. It's so warm here. I mean, okay, we have an Aries rising. Amazing. Okay. Okay, so all my lovely Aries and people who are watching it later, who couldn't make the live, that's okay. It's still valuable to you. As you know, I usually do a little explanation about what will happen, and then I will draw a card. Okay? So we have Jupiter in your first house, right? So you're still continuing to feel very uplifted, optimistic, but it's in retrograde. So you're going more inward. So what is it that makes me happy? What is it that I want to do? And maybe you're going to verbalize this to your brothers, to your sisters, to your neighbors. You have the lovely Gemini in its own house, and we have Mars there. So you're going to feel over the next couple of months, some of you are going to study something or picking up an old study that maybe you put to pause, right? This is where the retrograde comes in. Maybe you'll pick it up again, or something you already studied and you're going to study something extra. The new moon in Virgo is in your sixth house. So this has to do with your routines. This has to do with how you organize everything, your health. So some of you are going to go on a diet, maybe needing to eat more healthy. And I know my lovely Aries babies, you tend to sometimes not focus too much on your health, especially if you don't have a lot of Virgo or sixth house placements. Um, the Aries that I know, you would just like work and then skip meals or forget to eat or stuff like this. It's a lot of, especially if you have a lot of fire in your chart, right? And this new moon is squaring with Mars, so watch out with what you say at work to your bosses or to your coworkers, because there might be some tension. So maybe you say like, listen, I'm doing the study and I'm gonna need more time, or you're suggesting something, but with Mars there you feel very passionate. So it could come across as a little bit too harsh. But so wait for that until a few more days. Some of you might change jobs, actually, change jobs or even switch jobs in the same company. This is another way that this could alter itself. We have the North Node with Uranus in your second house of money. So a lot of you having money coming in, like weird bills are being paid, and then money goes out. So it's a little bit strange things regarding to money that you cannot really grasp, right? And we have fifth house Venus. Yeah, so for some of you Aries, there might be some restriction or some misunderstanding with friends, or it could be that your friends feel that you, because you're focusing a lot on yourself right now, you're very self-focused, which is not a bad thing. I'm not saying self-centered, I'm saying self-focused, very different. So some of your friends maybe feel like you're not really there for them, and they might speak up about this situation. And we have Mercury going into your seventh house. So some of you are maybe signing a contract with a business partner, and some of you even might get married, right? Some of you might get married, though there's a little bit of a tense situation because of the square with Uranus. So do watch out for signing unexpected documents that you're not really reading them through. You have to really read it carefully, okay? Your intuition is on point right now. You're very intuitive, and it's almost like you have to listen to what your gut is telling you to do next. So, do I need to get you a card? Yeah, okay. Fairy card. I'm gonna get you a fairy card. All right. So, Aries. Okay. One out. All right. Okay, what did I say? There's something about a relationship. So some of you are getting proposed to, like a sudden proposal, a business contract, romantic. Maybe you're deciding to get together with someone, right? This is not a great time to meet someone new because there's too much rash energy. But like I said, there could be an unexpected commitment from someone you already know, or there could be an unexpected breakup for some. But for Aries, it feels more like a commitment. And then we have unity. So maybe some of you have been distancing with friends because you're looking for a more spiritual community, like a community that is more suiting to your interest, that is more suiting to what you are looking for. And that's why maybe you're distancing from your already existing friends because you feel like they are not fulfilling your needs at this time. Not saying you need to base friendship on needs, but it's almost like you're waiting for some kind of renewal. And you're really focused on your career. Okay. Okay. So that's Aries. I'm ready to move on to Taurus. Do we have any Taurus in the live chat today? Do we have Taurus here? I think the phone is a little bit wobbly. Like my usual tripod is broken, so I'm using the little one and it's like super wobbly. But yeah, it's all right. As long as you guys don't get like vertigo. Dagmar, okay. So I don't know why I get a brain freeze. So we have a new moon in Virgo in the fifth house, okay? And this is all about self-expression, having fun, and for a lot, especially Taurus ascendant, but in Taurus in general, a lot of you Taurus like reading in your spare time. You like studying in your spare time because Virgo likes to read, likes to learn, likes to explore in a way that it's more factual. But this is what you like to do in your spare time. It's a very curious sign. Maybe you like to, because on one hand, Taurus likes sweets, but on the other hand, with Virgo in the fifth house, you like to eat healthy in your spare time, or you love cooking, or making like a vegan cakes or healthy foods. Where's all these motorcycles coming from? I hear so many motorcycles outside. Anyhow, okay, we have another Taurus sun. So we have Venus in your fourth house, and it's squaring Uranus in the first. So some of you are thinking about moving or moving suddenly. Suddenly, like, okay, where's this coming from, right? This could be due to a job, right? Because we have Venus opposing Saturn in the 10th house. So it could be that a job, you need to move for a job. It could be that you're changing jobs and that's why you're moving. But it's almost like there is a sudden change of direction that for some of you already kind of happened. A lot of you Taurus are suddenly developing very strong intuitive insight. Like it's almost like you starting to have visions, and your intuition is opening like never before, right? You have Jupiter in the 12th house, and a lot of you are getting like psychic insights on what to do next. It's almost like you have some kind of idea what is about to happen next year when we have Taurus going into your sign. Yay! I love Jupiter in Taurus. That's going to be my 6th and 7th house. So I cannot wait. But I mean, it's going to be, yes, yes, I can understand. Like moving right now is not that easy, but it's getting much better now, I think, the situation. But I definitely, moving could be on the cards. We have Mars there in the 2nd house, so there will be a lot of focus on making money. Uh, like you're determined to increase your salary, and this could be true because it's in Gemini, and most of you have an air sign also in your midheaven or your 6th house. So a lot of you are great communicators, right? You're really good at teaching, communicating, writing. Depends on the rest of your job, but this could definitely make you more money. So money through Gemini related activities, which could be like journalism, sales, at least like relating to other people in some kind of way. And we have Mars squaring the sun, so, and the moon in the 5th house. So watch out for overspending and don't gamble. Just saying, this is not a good time. Mars is like, I want more money now, and 5th house is like, come gambling. Let's gamble and check this together. It's ruled by Leo, 4th house. So maybe you're trying to like save for moving and stuff like that. So yeah, watch out for being impatient and wanting to and fast making money schemes. Very important. With Saturn in the 10th house, a lot of you have been struggling to feel noticed in a job. There is a lot of responsibility that fell on you, and maybe you feel undervalued. It's like you did all the work and your colleague is being praised because the colleague has Jupiter in the 10th house, and you're there like working hard, um, not being appreciated, not being seen. This is part of Saturn, right? It's the restricted teacher. It will teach you how to work hard for the things that you actually want, okay? So I'm gonna get you a card because otherwise this video is gonna be way too long. Okay. So what do we have? Balance, right? So And it's funny because I get 1-1, which is also the sign of Gemini for some reason. So Mars in Gemini is going to be a very interesting time for you, Taurus. And it's really important to find your balance, even though you have Uranus in the first house, which is making everything unbalanced. Well, actually, Taurus, you are a very balanced sign, but it's been difficult. You feel restless. You want to try different things, try new places. It's very hard to settle at this time. Settle within yourself mainly. So I'm getting deception and envy and positive movement forward. So they're, like I said, like they're with Neptune in the 11th house. Not all your friends are going to understand the route that you're going to take. So maybe you're moving and they won't really understand why and why are you doing that, and like what's next. So don't let other people define you. Very important. General lesson in life, right? You have to always follow your own guidelines, movement, choices, and decisions. So you're going to have to make some decisions, but you already know what to do. But it could be that outside forces are trying to confuse you. They're going to be like, hey, would you do that? Isn't that like way too far, way too difficult, way too this, way to that? Okay. So now is the time to be creative, self-expressive, follow your own path, read your favorite books, do this, um, yeah, start a new hobby. This is a good time to start a new hobby, something you always wanted to do. Um, so follow your own path. This is what I can tell you. So that's for you, my lovely Taurus. Um, let's move on to the next sign, Gemini. Okay, so since we just talked about Mars and Gemini, right? You're going to have the sign of Mars for a long time. The planet of Mars you're going to have for a long time. I didn't even drink wine yet. Oh, I'm just calling it a heat stroke, I guess. So, it's like you're going to have a lot of energy, okay, during the upcoming time. You will also be a little bit more argumentative. And I have a lot of Gemini friends, and I love that Geminis, you like to stir the pot a little bit. It's like, I'm just going to take the opposite argument to see how people respond because you like to keep a conversation going. So, and it's not because you actually support this argument. It's just like, let's get a little bit of a discussion here because I like to learn how people respond to a certain situation. So with Mars here, that will be increased. You probably have more energy, so you want to go to the gym. Also, do be aware that there might be some anxiety coming up because it is an air sign and Mars is like heat. So there might be a lot of energy, right? That can create anxiety and overthinking. So make sure um, to put this time into sports. Very important. New moon in Virgo will be in your fourth house. And fourth house is about your family. It's about your house. So definitely you Geminis are going to clean your house during this new moon in Virgo. How boring, but so necessary. Maybe you want to buy some new products. You want to make your house look nice. A lot of you Geminis like to live in a clean house. Okay, you like to be in a house that's clean, presentable, and if you're not very clean, you like things to be in a certain order. This is a very Virgo thing. I'm a Virgo. I can confirm that I'm not the super clean one. It's because I'm on the cusp with Leo, but I have a system, and this system, you shouldn't touch my system. You have to let me know when you move things, because when you move it, I don't know where to find it, and we get impatient. So being impatient is the next subject coming up, right? Um, this new moon might trigger some arguments with the family, okay? So I don't know, maybe you're going on a holiday with your family, you're going away, and you're like having a little bit of an argument, right? What I said at the beginning, this might happen as well. We have Venus opposing Saturn. So some of you are going on a trip, but this trip is a little bit, you need to do a lot of work to make this trip, if that makes sense. It's going to be like you're doing a trip and maybe you wanted to go overseas and in the end you're going to do a small trip close by due to circumstances. Some of you are definitely going to study something new, or if you haven't already, studying a language, computer coding. You can study like languages. I already said that. But yeah, you're definitely going to study something new that's going to help you in your job, right? Some of you are actually wanting to do some kind of acting course, wanting to become a healer. Don't forget, a lot of Geminis are natural healers due to Pisces in the midheaven. You also have Neptune now in the 10th house. So a lot of you have this fog into the job situation where things are not as clear as you wish them to be. So you're not sure who's good and who's not, or you could idealize it. But overall, I don't see like something really bad. It's just, it can be very unexpected time. You have the North Node with Uranus in the 12th house. So everything that happens unexpectedly has to do with some kind of karma. So 12th house is literally the last slice of the cake. It's where you close all your cycles down. And it's like you have this inner genius that wants to escape. And this is the study you maybe wanted to do for a while. Like maybe some of you want to study astrology, but it's like something is stopping you. Maybe you're still in a cycle where you want to have fun, you want to enjoy, and you're like, one day I'll do this study. So that might be flashing through your life. A lot of you have trouble sleeping. You have a lot of ideas, so make sure to write your ideas down. That's very important. Let me get you a card. Gemini risings. Cool. Yeah, Mars will be definitely very prominent for you in the new moon. Mercurial vibes. Yeah, we have some Virgos, we have some Geminis. Ooh, cool. Astrology student. Nice. Okay, so Gemini. I'm getting sign from above. So the upcoming weeks, check the times, numerology, things that happen around you, okay? Check what signs are coming through you through movies, through lyrics, and what people keep suggesting you. I'm getting peaceful and heaven is watching over you. So keep things peaceful is my advice to you. So no matter what happens, because I do sense they're going to be, because you have Mars on your side, so you've got to make you very hardworking. But at the same time, it's not always going to be appreciated by people. So keep it peaceful and you're going to be more than fine, okay? So that's the message for my lovely Geminis. I'm ready to move on to Cancer. So if we have any Cancer risings, Cancer sun? Let me get the chart up for my lovely Cancers. Okie doke. So, new moon in Virgo. Which should we check, sun, moon, or rising? I always say check the sun and the rising. And then also, if you have time, you can also check your moon, right? With a general reading, it's always hard because there's many things that you have to take into consideration, but it usually can touch, especially the slow moving planets, they can usually touch some of the general subjects that are going on. And yeah, that can really help you to understand what is going on in your life. Like certain days, I definitely can see like, okay, I shouldn't speak today because I can put things in jeopardy, or this is why I'm feeling impulsive. This is why I'm feeling like this. Like it can help you explain a lot of things and really help you go with the flow. Cool. Lulia. So we have a Cancer. Nice. New moon in Virgo is in your third house, right? Third house is a good placement for Virgo. It's ruled by Mercury, so it's good for studying. We have a lot of people starting a new study. I mean, September is coming up, so also that makes sense. A lot of people start in September, new semester. With this much mercurial energy, we want to study, we want to learn, we want to be curious, right? I mean, we have Mars in Gemini, but for you Cancer, it's in your 12th house. So the upcoming time, and it will be for a while in your 12th house, and watch with overdoing things because your Mars is hidden, so you'll have a little bit less energy. You'll feel less like taking things into action. So the best is to work hard from behind the scenes. This is where your energy will increase. Rising in Cancer. Okay. So we have the North Node conjunct Uranus in the 11th house. So a lot of you are having changes in friendships, right? And also we have Uranus squaring Venus in the second house. So be careful with lending money to friends right now. Be careful what kind of courses you buy online, maybe general course, and how much money it costs. Okay, make sure to read the rules well, because you have Venus in the second house, which is absolutely lovely, but it's opposing Saturn and squaring Uranus, so there might be some restriction. Okay, so it could be that you're earning money and you use that money to pay off debts, and it could be to help a friend maybe set up something, but actually I feel you need the money yourself at this time, so I wouldn't really lend money to friends at this point. um, Mercury we have in the fourth house, right? And it's trining Pluto in the seventh, so you're definitely, your partner or your business partner is going to connect with your family, or you could have a deep conversation about your family. So with a lot of people, I see around this time that they're starting to figure out a lot of their own patterns in life. So some of you are really getting a more of an awareness of, what did I inherit from my family, and what cycles am I planning to break? We have Saturn in the 8th house. So you're working really hard to break certain patterns that you don't want to happen again. So it could be that you're going with a therapist, or you've been going through a coach that is really helping you to break those cycles and to move on to the next level in your life. It's a really great time to walk in nature. So to make a trip close by, walk in nature, mm, connect with your siblings, and really just ground yourself, right? Because you have Jupiter now in your 10th house, which is so good. You're really being more rewarded in your job. You're being more seen. You're really definitely, you have this glow right now. Like people really want to compliment you. They see you. They may be offering you jobs that you don't even want. You know, you look in your LinkedIn inbox and it's like, hey, we have this and that job. Are you interested? So these kind of things can really happen with this transit. I'm gonna get a card for Kansas. Oh, I'm gonna get like these garden cards, and I'm going to get some new decks for my birthday as well. My friend, she gave me options to pick a beautiful new decks that I could use, so I'm very thankful for the people around me. Really. Okay, so we have radiance. What did I just say, Cancer? What are the odds? Radiance. Keep your head held high and follow the sun. You're really radiant at this time. If you don't think you are, people do think you are. You're probably getting a lot more compliments than you're used to. So I love this. We don't tolerate less than you deserve. Okay, so don't settle for less. So this could be also a money situation, right? Where you're going into a new job, or if you're self-employed and people are trying to make you do things for less money, don't settle for less. And same in a relationship. Like maybe you've been single for a while and you're like, okay, this is the first person that comes in my life. No, no, no. Don't settle for less. Okay. If that person has nothing to offer you and you have a lot to offer, because it has to be a two-way stream, right? Then it's a no. And then you communicate it, and this person can decide to step up or this person can leave, right? But if they think you are worth it, they will step up, right? And I know there are going to be people watching this video that need to hear this, maybe not in the live, but it will be later on, because I'm not very good at promoting the videos. I'm already surprised I have the subscribers that I have, because I have I think I have 119 followers on Facebook. So at some point I'm going to promote it a bit more, so we have a bigger community. And I'm really planning to make some courses that I can offer and make a community of healing, like tarot, learning how to do tarot, learning how to. Okay, I hope. Am I still here? Oh yeah, I'm still here. Okay. I thought I was gone for a moment. I was gone. Okay. Yeah. Okay, beginnings. Don't be afraid to start small. So some of you are definitely thinking about starting some kind of business. Um, yeah, and it's like you cannot start big, right? And I know with Cancer, very often you are afraid to leave the past behind. So sometimes you have a hard time letting a relationship go or moving from one job to another, unless you have a lot of Aries or fiery aspects in your chart. But in general, Cancer tends to hold on to the past. So they meet someone and stay with someone for so long because the beginning was very good. And then it's really hard to get out of it. But yeah, small steps, right? Small steps if you want to leave someone, small steps if you want to start a new business, but start small and work from there. So that's my message for you, Cancer. Um, Let's move on to the next sign, Leo. Do we have any Leos in the house today? Any Leos in the house today? I feel a lot of Leos are out today. I don't know why. It's a Wednesday, but hey, I'm not judging. Yeah, that's what I think. My intuition was right, I think. No Leos today. I would say, yeah, it cannot be your birthday. Just busy. Okay, so we have the new moon in Virgo in your second house. house. And second house is all about self-worth. It's about money. But having Virgo in the second house means overthinking about money. So it's like you would have €1,000,000 in your bank account and you would worry about not having enough money. Because Virgo worries, as a Virgo, I can confirm that worrying, even though I don't think I do it, I do think it, because the amount of times my friend said don't overthink was many times. So this applies to your money, but also to your self-worth. So a lot of you Leos, like if you're not in your own power, you tend to undervalue yourself and get mad after. So it's like, hey, but I'm worthy of much more, right? I'm worthy of much more money, but then suddenly less is coming in. But there is some kind of impatience and drive that's going to help you to earn more money at this time. So a lot of you will work towards a new job, more money. We have a square with Mars in the 11th house. So you could be working with the community, or you could be working in an online company, also with the North Node and Uranus. So maybe you're working remote, you're working in a scientific company, but you're definitely taking a step up. And maybe in your previous job, you had quite a lot of difficulties due to Pluto in the 6th house. So there might have been jealousy in the job with your coworkers, and it was just a little bit difficult. We have Venus in the 1st house for you. So you're really attractive at this time. You're probably experiencing a lot of romantic offers. People are like, hello, Leo. So good to meet you. And they want to maybe have a commitment with you. Well, not they, it's probably one person. So you will be, some of you are going to be in a committed relationship with someone, but you feel it's really difficult because you just started maybe a new job, and it's like, how do you do everything at the same time? So I'm feeling this energy of a lot of things at the same time: work, money, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, maybe a marriage, even for some of you. And for some of you, you're actually going to break it, right? You're going to break the relationship to focus more on your work, or you're trying to run everything. Because right now, you are getting the energy to do that. And at the same time, you want to party and go out there. That's why no Leos are here today. You're just out, you're going to like just really enjoy yourself. You have Jupiter in the 9th house, so some of you are traveling. You're either traveling or also doing things with the metaphysical. Like maybe you follow a new religion or a new belief system. You're obtaining a lot of wisdom, or maybe this is the time where you want to share your wisdom by, for example, organizing online trainings, teaching people. Um, but your intuition is really on point. You've been having Neptune in the 8th house, but at the same time, you were a little bit prone to people not being honest with you when it comes to money. So it's not a great time for joint bank accounts, or like joint business bank accounts. Okay, let me get to the cards for Leo. Oh, I feel so many changes, like busy, 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 busy. A lot of stuff. Okay. Yeah, it was actually my data was finished, so I don't know. I wanted to try to see how it's going on the Wi-Fi, but last time it was slow, because I feel like all my neighbors are on my Wi-Fi as well. I'm not sure. So play. What did I say, Leo? Intuition are in alignment with the cards. Among the grass and the wild violets lie undisturbed little secrets to uncover. So maybe you're networking, and that's also how you could get a new job, through networking, through getting out there. Strength. Don't let the weeds and thistles cultivate in your garden. So you're being asked to be strong. So you're maybe dealing with some jealousy. You may be dealing with people that don't like that things are going well for you. They are, yeah, I feel like some of you are being a little bit attacked for basically no reason, because things for you are going well. I'm getting listen, be alert. So, okay, this is kind of like a manifestation thing. Like when you start focusing on other people and what they are doing to you, and I'm speaking from experience, this is when your energy shifts to the other person and you are not in your own energy anymore. So if you're thinking about the injustice someone else is doing to you a lot, this is manifesting more of the same. So just listen to yourself and don't listen to what other people tell about you, unless you are the one who has been unreasonable and something needs to change, right? Because we can always be open to listening to others. But if people are unnecessarily like violent or have their opinions directing at you, there's no need to listen to that. So yeah, that's my message for you, Leo. I'm ready to move on to the next sign, Virgo. And I know we have some Virgos in the house today, so that's really cool. Really cool. Okie doke. Okay, so new moon in Virgo on the 27th of August. We're gonna have the sun and the moon in your first house. So you're going to be very driven, especially towards work. We have a square with Mars. Um, you're gonna be impatient, aggressive when it comes to your job. Like people are going to be like, whoa, 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 Virgo, take it easy, right? Like take it easy, like don't go too fast. Okay, I'm trying to, okay, so yeah, you're going to focus a lot on your career, and don't be too impatient, and make sure to to not speak up too aggressively to your authority figures. But you're going to have Mars in the 10th house for a while. So this is really good for your career, right? We're going to have Mars there going retrograde in October, and stationing direct again in January. So there will be a lot of focus on work, revising work, what you're already doing. So you're definitely going to be more seen, and you're going to have a lot of focus on putting yourself out there, which is not very natural to Virgo. Virgo doesn't like to be out there too much. Virgo is very much on its own, wants to work, in the routines. It rules the sixth house. So unless you have different placements that tell you otherwise, right? We have Saturn opposing Venus in the 12th house, and there's a lot of work. So some of you had to deal with a lot of responsibility in work, or less work coming in, right? There was less work or a lot of work. There's no in between. And we have it opposing Venus. So there is some struggle with money going on with the job, that you're like, okay, I think I'm worth more. And for some of you, there might be a secret affair that could start in the job, okay? I don't encourage these things, but from a higher perspective, I can never judge. I will and would never judge anyone who comes to me in my reading with any type of situation, because I've had many different situations, right? So yeah, it's very important to always treat people with a neutral perspective. And when I do readings, I take myself out, like, you know, it's not up to me to judge anyone because I'm not in that situation. So we have the North Node and Uranus in the ninth house. So a lot of Virgos are studying something scientific, astrology maybe. Maybe you're learning like anything, like researching something, bringing new innovative products on the market, traveling, being a digital nomad. Maybe you're traveling with your Leo buddy, who's also very likely becoming a digital nomad at this time. So, yeah, then we have Venus there. There's some unexpected karmic situations towards money and love. So be aware to not overspend, right? Don't overspend on holidays. Some of you spend too much. This is very not Virgo-like, but it could happen because you maybe had a good time and you spend a lot of money on your holiday, and maybe you come back and there's some bills to pay, and you're like, oh crap, I spend too much money. Or there is like some love situation, like I said, unexpected love coming in from far away, from a distant, coming to visit you, but you're already in a relationship, or in the job. There's some shady situation, and with Jupiter there, your eighth house, libido is a little bit up for a lot of Virgos. At the same time, you are being backed up, so there is more money coming in from unexpected sources. Eighth house is other people's money. So maybe someone is investing or helping you with starting up a certain company, so this is very probable as well. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get a card. Let's get some healing card. The past few days, I've been really studying the different, like the planets in conjunction with the nodes. Yeah. So I wanted to know more in depth, like about that, and I want to make videos about it as well. I have Ketu, South Node, Ketu, with Jupiter. So I wanted to dive deeper into that. But I also wanted to see for the different planets what that means. Okay, so Virgo, what card do we have? I want to have a self-healing card. Ooh, look at Virgo. Soulmate, dreams, and rejection, okay? So some of you have met someone new, or, because I'm getting rejection, and some of you might be rejected and someone else is coming in. I see a lot of lovers coming in for Virgo. I don't know what's going on here, but you are being triggered on your fear of abandonment, if you have that. So it's like you're dreaming of a soulmate, which is not always that common for Virgos, because Virgo are the hermit sign, likes to be alone. But you've been dreaming about a soulmate, but it's like you're so afraid of rejection that some of you are not even starting anything. And sometimes having an affair is a way to avoid having real feelings for someone else. So I don't know how to place it for who, but this is like the general story. Like some of you met someone incredible and you're so afraid of rejection. Some of you are going through a breakup, right? Are going through that. And there is someone new, or you're writing down your dream soulmate. But there's definitely some kind of soul contract coming in. And you have to recognize who is right for you and who is not. And also happy birthday for every Virgo who's watching. It's your month, my month, your month. And all right. Okay, okay, we're getting a lot of commitment here, okay? Commitment to work, stress management, commitment. You're stressed about some kind of commitment, okay? Could be, it could be like you're afraid to commit to a job, to a person, right? Um, I'm getting pause, you found it. So you're trying to walk away from something, from a job or from a soulmate. And a soulmate can also be a friend, right? Can also be someone else, right? And I'm seeing here Mr. Monogamy. Like a lot of Virgos are monogamous, but I'm reading this for many people who are seeing this after, so they will know what resonates with them. So there's many ways this can outer itself. Like people can come in and you send a text, right? Could be your birthday and someone is texting you, hello, long time no see, and you're not doing anything with it. So ultimately, we have a choice. We always have a choice how to deal with things, because I'm getting, you already found it, your job, your person. Okay, so some of you will know for who this resonates. Okay, um that's all for Virgo. I'm ready to move on to Libra. So do we have any Libras in the house today? Any Libras in the house? We have Mercury in Libra. Mercury and Libra. Still direct, but close to the shadow side. Okay, we have two Libras and Scorpio ascendant. Yeah. So we have for Libra this new moon in Virgo in your 12th house, right? And the 12th house is all about resting. This is all about, maybe you want to kind of stay at home during this new moon, or you kind of, how do I say it? I feel a little bit stuck. So maybe some of you Libras are feeling a little bit stuck right now. You're like, which direction should I go? Where am I exactly am I going? Because we have Venus in the 11th house. So you want to go out with friends. But at the same time, you feel a little bit restricted on going. And some of you want to change jobs, but you're not really sure. So I do feel some kind of hesitation on what are the next steps. But your season is coming soon, and I feel a lot more will be clear. So this is a time to rest. This is a time to solve a lot of your karma. We have North Node conjunction in conjunction with Uranus in your 8th house. It rules Scorpio. And for you, Scorpio is in your 2nd house. So there will be like patterns related to money. So what can I resolve when it comes to money? It could be that some of you are diving into the occult and studying the occult, like tarot readings. You might be like wanting to become some type of healer, massage healer, um, or becoming a therapist yourself. It's almost like you're healing and you're being healed, if that makes sense. And we have now Jupiter in your 7th house, right? Um, Maybe you're going on a holiday with your partner. If you're in a relationship, so you're going on a holiday with your partner. You're gonna get out there. You're gonna like have a good time. But you have to tell your partner that sometimes you need a little bit space for yourself. Because I feel that right now it's almost like you're a little bit blocked of what is next in life. What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? Um, so yeah, but some of you are definitely going into a more commitment with Jupiter there in the 7th house, especially for women. Jupiter can be your husband. So some of you Libras definitely meeting your husband, or you're just very lucky in love or business partnerships. Though we still have Chiron there, which is a little bit confusing, right? But definitely a friend could become more of a friend for some of you. And I don't know why I should get a purpose card for my Libras. So I'm going to shuffle and get a purpose card. Okay. So first one, studying. So some of you Libras are going to study something. We have a lot of studying, but Virgo season is a good study time. Reading, doing research will help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. So definitely a lot of you will study, a lot of you do research on what you want to do next, or you're already studying something that what you want to do next. I'm getting body work. This is literally what I just talk about. Your life purpose involves body work, such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, and exercise training. So some of you are trainers in some kind of way, or like physician or an acupuncturist, like working with pressuring points, chiropractors, yeah, nurses, yeah. So we have Neptune in the sixth house. So this is good for healing, for like art and healing jobs right now. But when it comes to really precise jobs at this time, it feels like you're not really focused. So this is why probably some of you Libras are struggling with really like dedicating yourself to a job. It will get a bit better in your own season, right? And when Mars is moving into Cancer, but that will take some time. Your focus is more on romance, studying, um, like planning what you want to do next. I'm getting children. Some of you might get a child. We have Saturn in the fifth house, right? So some of you get pregnant, and you're a little bit panicking because you're like, okay, maybe I cannot meet my friends so much anymore. I cannot go out. My life will change, and this will affect your career as well. So, yeah. Okay, what do we have? Look deeper, mother. So definitely some of you becoming a mother or a father. Listen to music, because the music you're listening to, one, you're going to be more relaxed and studying will be easier. But at the same time, you have to, I'm getting look deeper. So, yeah. So look deeper into the situation when it comes to your family. You still have Pluto in the fourth house. It's trining Mercury, which is just in your first house. So you need to talk about maybe your own identity, and like maybe your family wants you to be something and you are like, yeah, I want to do something else with my life. So it's time to speak up and be completely honest about what are your wishes exactly. So this is for my Libras. I'm going to move on to Scorpio. So do we have any Scorpio ascendant, moon, and rising in the house today? Gonna get some water. Alrighty. I'm a Scorpio ascendant and moon. You know, this is why I'm wearing black. I love colors as well, but black definitely is one of my favorite clothes to wear as well. Um, so I very much relate to Scorpios. Oh, we do have a lot of Scorpios today. Cool. Yeah, so what do we have for my lovely Scorpios? This new moon in Virgo is going to be in your 11th house, okay? And it's squaring Mars in your 8th house. So be aware about a pattern that might happen again with your friends, that you might have some type of miscommunication. Um, Now I'm saying that and I'm like, shit, I'm going to be away with friends this weekend. I need to calm down. So, yeah, it's like there could be some spicy arguments when it comes to your friends. How do I say this? Work is good though. for a lot of you Scorpios, you're going to get a lot more work. We have Jupiter in your 6th house, okay? And you're going to be more seen in the job. Like for a while, it was a bit painful with Chiron there in your 6th house. It was difficult to wake up a certain time to do your work and to really be seen. It felt like you were in a trapped situation. But now with Jupiter there backing up your house of routines, you're definitely getting more work and also more rewards for the things that you're doing. It would be good to go to the gym because Jupiter in the 6th house can make you gain some weight, right? But also it can make you more active. So you can really choose how you want to deal with this. Some of you are going into teaching. Yeah, we have Venus in the 10th house, which is squaring the North Node, and Uranus in your 7th house. So some of you are definitely in some kind of long distance relationship with Uranus there in the North Node. You've met someone maybe that is from a different culture, different age. Okay, I don't support underage anything, but you know, you could have like an age gap, or you're very like, maybe you meet someone that's a bit more quirky, has like Aquarius like qualities, because Scorpios are going more, having more focus on partnerships, relationships, but more thinking about out of the box. So some of Scorpios are going to try maybe an open relationship. Some of your Scorpios are having a deal with an existing partnership where you're giving each other more freedom, like, hey, you can go on a separate holiday, or let's split our way, stay together, but work on ourselves and come back. Yeah, we have Saturn in the 4th house opposing Venus in the 10th. So some of you are moving for a job, or you just bought a house because maybe you got a better position in the company, or you got a job offer from a new company. So there's definitely new work coming in. I'm also, like Libra, going to get you some purpose cards. Okay, some of you are connected to music, so some of the people that are watching are good at singing, they're playing an instrument. Venus in the 10th house. I mean, we have a lot of Scorpio ascendants especially are very often they're good at acting, being in the public eye, because Scorpio doesn't want to be in the public eye, but Leo midheaven is definitely going to bring you more forward. Heart's desires. So follow your dreams, right? And really, I feel a lot of you intuitively, you already know what you want to do. It's just like you need this little push to get going, or you have a job and you want to do something on the side, like a hobby, and then you want to switch it eventually, because I'm getting protected. So you are safe and supported while you change your career. So some of you definitely wanted to change your career, and it's going to be successful, I'm feeling. So, I mean, love, I think we just discussed love, like just before, about the relationships. And I'm also seeing that some of you really need to sleep. Well, if you see the bags under my eyes, this also applies to me. So definitely it's time to sleep, rest, meditate, and get back to yourself. We have Neptune and Pisces in the 5th house for you. So a lot of you are super creative, but there's a lot going on. You know, some of you moved, you redecorated your house, you bought furniture for the house. Yeah. So there could be some break though with a business partnership or with a normal relationship, but I feel more there's going to be like more space. You're going to give each other more space, or maybe you have to move for a job, and this is bringing the relationship into a long distance relationship. So these are the themes that I'm seeing for Scorpio. Potential about a company. Oh, no way. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, sleep supplements. Wow. Well, you have a Mars there in the 8th house, so this can back up this investment that you're talking about. So if people want to invest in you, that's 8th house in astrology. Oh, yeah, the cards are picking up several people here, I guess. So that's why I like to do cards, because it always relates to someone. You know, it's not for everyone, but I know that some people watch and they will, it's exactly for them. So, this is for Scorpio, and I'm going to move on to the next sign, Sagittarius. So, if there are any Sagittarius in the house, let me know. But it looks like a lot of the fire signs are out today, out and about. Okay. Any Sagittarius today? I mean, Sagittarius has Jupiter in the 5th house, so they're out dating, they're out having fun. Mars in the 7th house, right? So you're definitely like, some of you are going into, oh, we have a Sagittarius moon. Lovely. Very lovely. So yeah, this is great. If we're talking about romance, like Sagittarius is very likely to meet someone new around this time, and the upcoming months. There will be some type of love cycle. We have Mars in the 7th house. We have Jupiter in the 5th house. We have now Venus in the 9th house. So all the romantic houses, like 9th house, for some of you that don't know, is very often related to second marriage. So we have 7th house, first marriage. We have another Sag moon. That's cool. I have a lot. My father is a Sagittarius sun. My mom is a Sagittarius moon. My cousin is a Sagittarius sun. My grandma's a Sagittarius sun. I'm from a family of Sagittarius. Um, and I have a stellium in the 9th house, so I don't have Sagittarius. But if you have a lot of planets in the house that is related to that sign, you also have a little bit of the traits of that sign. That makes sense. This is like studying astrology 1.101. But soon I will do that. I will make some courses for you guys. We have Uranus conjuncting the North Node, okay? Squaring Venus in the 9th house. So, very work focused. New moon in the 10th house in Virgo. So there will be some kind of push into a higher position, maybe. You're going to focus a lot on work or start a new job, like maybe beginning of September, because this new moon is setting a new vibe, or you could manifest a new job if you would like to. By the end of this reading, we're going to do some manifestation visualizations. So romance, getting out there, having fun, creating, traveling, studying, anything is possible right now. We have a lot of spreaded energies. That's why a lot of things apply to a lot of people right now. But yeah, we have Saturn in the 3rd house. So this is good for studying. It's opposing Venus in the 9th, which could potentially make you travel, but also maybe it's a restriction, right? So you want to travel, but you can't yet because you're studying, or your partner needs to work, or you have a new job, so you cannot travel anywhere. Um, we, what did I want to say? Yeah, we have Mercury in the 11th house, trining Pluto in the 2nd. So if you want to make money, if you're on a social media platform, your speech is going to be very powerful at this point. So you could attract a lot of people by speaking up, talking, being your full authentic self, right? The 5th house rules Leo, which is in your 9, Sagittarius. So it's a lot about creative expression with Jupiter in the 5th house. Okay, let's get you some cards. Ooh. Cards for Sagittarius. Yeah, you need freedom in your job right now. You're feeling a little bit restricted. You're like, I need a break. I need a holiday. And then it's like, oh crap, I have a new job. Yes. What did I say? There's so much focus on romance for my lovely Sagittarius. I'm getting marriage and look deeper. So maybe if you're not in a marriage, so maybe you will get married if you're in a commitment. And if you're not, what is it you're actually looking for, Sagittarius? Because I feel like some of you are really looking, I almost have to say, looking for love in the wrong places, right? Um, like maybe you've been looking for someone that looks a certain way, but is not someone that, you know, you are compatible with. So you really need to see who is compatible for what you like, right? Um, like for example, in the past, men thought I'm this cute little girl, and that's what I look like. But then they got to know me, and I have Pluto on the ascendant. I'm strong, and not everybody wants that. So this is important now that you choose someone that suits you from the inside, right? I know the physical does things as well, but if you're completely incompatible, this is not the way to go. I'm getting again sleep. So we have a lot of tired people. And I get it because the energies have been absolutely crazy. Crazy. A lot of things have been happening. You know, people had to face their demons lately, a lot of unexpected stuff. We have Uranus squaring Venus, right? So everything is unexpected. Like maybe your travel costed more than you thought it would. You thought you paid something and then you didn't. Yeah. Something with the grandmother for some of you Sagittarius, like some of you are either someone on the other side is very close to you, I don't know, like whispering the right decision. Okay, this person has boobs, so I'm gonna put my finger on it. So I'm getting a female, so again I'm getting grandmother or mother, key and anchor. So okay, some decisions that you're making, it's almost like maybe part of you doesn't accept your mother fully. Um, so it's like there is this thing that your mother did that is kind of, you try not to be like her, but by not being like her, you're missing out on the key element in your life, and to anchor yourself and to be rooted in the things that you really want. And I know this is very specific, but this is for some of you. Also, time to get your job organized, okay? Get your job organized. Um, like really clean the desk and make sure that you go through your papers, your things, so the bureaucratic stuff is done, right? That's very important right now. So this is what I have for Sagittarius. I'm ready to move on to the next sign, Capricorn. Capricorn, let's go. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. So do we have any Capricorn rising, moon, and or sun signs today? We have this new moon for you in a fellow earth sign. Okay, we have Capricorn rising. Amazing. So, cool. Another Capricorn. So, yeah, it's really a lot of you Capricorns want to go to make a trip. You're also like, a lot of you are very into mindfulness and really diving into topics of shamanism. Some of you are going into topics of shamanism, um, like diving into the logical aspects of maybe Ayurvedic healing, foods, like healthy foods, or like different cultures and foods, and you want to cook them and like learn about them. This is very specific, but I don't know. I felt I have to say it. It's also the new moon in the ninth house, right? So this is also about traveling, being in the forest, hugging trees, and it's squaring Mars. So maybe you ask for a holiday and you kind of pressure too much, and the people at your work were like, okay, calm down, Capricorn, we'll get you your holiday, right? It will happen. But at the same time, you have Saturn in the second house, so you feel like money is restricting you constantly. It's like, I want to save money, but a lot of motorcycles. I want to save money, but at the same time, it's like you feel you need to work really hard to get the money that you want at this point. This is Saturn testing you on how to, like, how much work are you willing to put in to get the money that you want, right? It's time to go to the gym, work out. Maybe, if you go on some type of adventure, maybe you could do like yoga, because we have Mars and we have the ninth house, so yoga. You could be doing some martial arts, swimming, walking, running. It's good to move your body at this time. Yeah. It's really time to stand in your power and say what you want and want what you say regarding to the work, because it's especially focused on contracts, maybe with work, or speaking up for yourself. There might be a moment where you have to speak up, but don't be too pushy, because it might be like, whoa, okay, calm down, Capricorn. Calm down. Okay, Capricorn. I hear it's a long time coming. You're waiting for something for a very long time. Ooh, that's why the card doesn't want to fall out. Okay, now they're coming. Some of you are investing in property as well, or you're inheriting some type of property, but then you have to pay taxes, and you're like, yeah, hello, that's not really what I want right now. So, yeah, it's like you've been like a little bit stuck. It's like a cycle that kind of kept happening when it comes to work, when it comes to money, and now it's time to manifest and to put down what you really want. Like, be clear for the universe. That's maybe why you're into like mindfulness, why you're into maybe manifesting. You need to put your wishes out to the world, because it's like you have the wisdom and the path is clear for you, but the universe wants you to be clear about it. It's like you know what you want, but you haven't really clearly expressed it. We have the North Node conjuncting Uranus in the fifth house, so some of you are definitely studying like photography or creating a website in your spare time. If you're investing money, I would though be careful with this upcoming new moon, because fifth house is speculation. It's in Taurus. It's like Taurus is all about money and finances, and it's squaring Venus, and fifth house rules Leo. Leo is in your eighth house, so be aware of paying taxes on your winnings. Very important. And also, I would just not gamble around this new moon, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, it is the placement to get unexpected money. So let unexpected money find you around this time. So it could definitely, most definitely could happen to you, Capricorn. Or maybe you just make a lot of, there could be some winnings coming through investment. So maybe you're investing now, Saturn, the money is tight, and later on it's going to come back. You're going to get the rewards, right? That's with Saturn when you work hard. I'm getting school, so I'm getting another study and oracle cards. So maybe you want to be a tarot reader, or maybe you're reading cards for yourself, right? And Yeah, you're going to be really good at that. You have Pisces in the third house, so this could make you very intuitive. Also with Neptune there, right? Third house is a factual house, but with Pisces there, it's not factual at all. So you both have the intuition and the intellectual side. This is the beautiful thing about Capricorn. They don't always present themselves as very intuitive, but they actually are. They can read you like a book, okay? So unexpected pregnancy also. Taurus is the sign of fertility. Uranus in the fifth house. Okay, be safe if that's not what you want. I'm getting justice. So some of you have been in a court case, and there will be justice coming towards your situation. Okay, so this is my message for Capricorn. I'm moving on to the next sign, Aquarius. So do we have any Aquariuses rising, moon, sun in the house right now? Oh, cool. Any Aquariuses today? I know a lot of my viewers are usually Aquarius, but I think they're out today as well. Okay. Yeah. Oh, we do have, okay, Aquarius sun. Alrighty. So this new moon in Virgo is in your 8th house, okay? And it's squaring Mars in the 5th. So there, it's almost like some of you Aquarius are going to have deep thoughts about the death. Maybe someone that you know died, or it could be even far away, but it's gonna make you think about the worthiness of life. Um, and maybe you're gonna have extra fun because you're like, life is short. I should have fun. I should get out there and really enjoy my life. It could also be that, if you're pregnant, be careful, take it easy, right? There could also be some money, unexpected um, costs for your kids, okay? So make sure to always have money aside. But for a lot of you Aquarius, money has been tight. And it's not that it's not coming in, money is coming in, but it's like Neptune. It's like Neptune, the money is gone very quickly. And it's, Pisces in the second house, which is fine, but now we have the transiting Neptune there, and it's making your money disappear. So you can make some donations, for example, to avoid losing all your money, because Neptune is idealistic, wants to save the world. In a way, right? Very similar to the sign of Aquarius, which is very humanitarian, wants to do things for the world, wants to help people. It's the sign of the internet. But Neptune is like, I also love everyone, but I'm going to give everything away because I want to be detached. 12th house wants to be completely detached, right? Not like Aquarius detached, like, let's have fun. And tomorrow, I don't remember, or I don't mind, whatever. I have friends, but I'm not that involved, kind of thing. Detachment, healthy detachment, and Pisces is like, I want to be complete. I have empathy for everyone and no one at the same time. So little donations will do something for the collective, right? 12th house is collective. We have Venus in the 7th house opposing Saturn. For me, this is, in astrology, Saturn and Venus does mean commitment in many ways. Because the most things that you read on the internet is like, oh yeah, you're going to be lonely and depressed. This can mean that. It could mean you're breaking down a relationship. So some of you are going to experience a breakup, but it could also mean a higher level of commitment. And there might be a move involved as well with the North Node and Uranus in the 4th house, right? So it's a make it or break it energy. And you decide what it is that suits you, what it is that relates to you in the situation. Um, but a lot of you are focusing more on working from home because we have the South Node in the 10th house with Scorpio And we have the North Node in Taurus in the 4th house with Uranus. So working from home, but also focusing more on the family. Maybe some of you want to start a family, expand a family, or you're taking time off from your job to take care of the kids. We have Saturn in the 1st house, so there's a lot of weight and responsibility. Maybe you need to take care of many things at the same time. It could be like some of you are actually going to write like a book, or you're writing a book. Maybe you're taking time off to write a book. Yeah, it's like you're really expanding your mind. Like you want to know more. Some of you are definitely reading books about how to make money, because money is like a little bit weird right now. So if you look at this compass and the ring, it's a commitment, but you're not really sure where this commitment is going to be. So for some of you, you have to take care of a family member. For some of you, you're definitely, how do you say it? Yeah, commitment to starting your own family. I'm getting this card, which represents abundance, and it's a fish. So it's funny that we talked about Pisces in the 2nd house, right? Yeah, death, right? I think I talked about it before. Like there's going to be someone dying, could be a famous person as well, and you're going to be like thinking about your own mortality suddenly, and it's going to be like, ooh, I can die any moment, and then you're gonna go out and do the things that you want, right? This for me is like crossing a bridge. So you're going from one thing in life to the next. It almost feels like a new chapter, whatever that may be, right? Healing from a relationship, breaking up, making it a higher commitment. Literally everything is possible. It's really hard to see with Saturn opposite Venus squaring Uranus North Node. It's like, it's a jungle. So this is my message for Aquarius. I'm ready to move on to, last but not least, Pisces. So do we have any Pisces sun, Pisces moon, Pisces rising? I tend to have a lot of Pisces in my life lately, which is strange because I never really attracted a lot of Pisces in my life. Okay, Ihan, so it's very related to what's going on in your life right now then. Pisces sun and moon. Cool. Alrighty, let's go. I'm gonna turn up the chart. It's so strange. Like I have so many Pisces in my life. I can learn from them, you know, like we are opposite signs. Whereas I am freaking stressed about like small, tiny details. Pisces likes to dream big, you know? They tell me their dreams, and they're like, hello, get out of this tiny, tiny BS. Which is good for me sometimes. So, my lovely Pisces, the new moon, we're talking about relationships, right? Really funny. I'm a Virgo, and you're a Pisces, and the new moon is in your 7th house. So definitely, you, okay, how do I say it correctly? There might be someone new in your life or someone existent, and maybe you want to move in with this person, right? There is some of you want to move in with someone, but you're impatient and going ahead of the facts right now. Like maybe you met someone and it's so magical that you want it to happen now, and you're like, okay, I want to like, this is my person. I want to move in with them. I want to do this, do that, and it's like you're losing track of what is happening around you. We have Venus in the 6th house opposing Saturn in the 12th. So there is some kind of karmic situation happening where you are restricting yourself from really resting. I feel like you're working a lot and you are making more money because Jupiter in the 2nd house is backing up your money. More money is coming in. You needed that because you had Chiron in the second house, like really making difficult money situations for you. But it's definitely a lot better. We have the North Node with Uranus in the third house. So some of you are making a website for products that you're making. Another group that might be studying astrology at this time, or coding, maybe you photography, anything online, really, online presence. Maybe you're starting a web shop or like something online. But it's almost like you have a lot of choices to make. I'm laughing. I don't even know why I'm laughing, but it's like you have choices to make. It's almost like there's one job that you don't really like but makes more money, and there's another thing that you love and maybe doesn't make that much money. I mean, we all heard about Gemini, right? It's the dual sign. So there will be a lot of decisions that need to be made in the upcoming times. So we have present, okay? Journey into the garden to escape the two eternities, the past and the future. Again, two choices, right? So whatever these two choices are for you, Pisces, you need to make a decision, and you can do that by living in the present. Being in your body, you have Neptune in the first house. You're incredibly intuitive. Be aware of addictions right now, though, because, Neptune does two things. It either creates addictions or it creates insane connection with the universe. Like Pisces is the sign that can really connect so well. It's the sign that feels everything from the collective and can really, your mood can be affected by how the world is doing. So live in the present and practice connecting to your inner feelings. I'm getting self-care, okay? So even though you want to work hard, even though when you're at home you can't sit still because you have Saturn in the 12th house and Mars in the 4th, so you probably don't want to sit still the upcoming months from the new moon on. So do be aware to take care of yourself so you don't burn out. Getting some. Okay, school. I'm getting again school. A lot of people studying. Okay, so I'm getting school speaker. So some of you are public speakers, or you have your own YouTube channel, or want to start your own YouTube channel. I'm getting healer. So maybe some of you are doctors, nurses, working in a hospital, okay? Or getting a job in a hospital with Saturn there in the 12th house. A lot of yogis are born with Saturn in the 12th house in the natal chart because it makes you work hard towards spiritual unity. And then I have artists. So get your inner artist out. I feel the main focus right now is money, studying. You're gonna be very restless. I feel this very, very restless energy. So maybe you can relax through art, or maybe your job is that you're very artistic. Okay, a lot of Pisces are also teachers. Maybe you had a long holiday and you need to go back, but it's really important to take care of yourself. So yeah, that's my message for you. Is there anyone in the live chat that wants to participate in the who wants to participate in a manifestation like tenor? I see that that you're going through a really rough time. I'm so sorry to hear that. So I want to do a manifestation session before I close down the reading, and I'm going to focus on my personal life again, and going to celebrate my birthday. That's going to be in 2 hours. Two? Is it two? Yeah. So, but I want to do like some manifestation thingy together, so we can uh, manifest the best things in our life. I'm glad my readings are very helpful. Thank you. So yeah, okay, manifestation. Give me a moment to breathe. I need to redirect my energies, increase them a little bit, right? All right. Thank you, guys. Okay. I want you to have an intention of one thing that you want to manifest, okay? Because that's just more helpful. So we're going to put a lot of blessings. So we need to raise our frequencies a little bit up. So we need to visualize that the energy is going from the root chakras up, 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 up through the ceiling. So you connect from the inner grid of the earth, going through your body all the way up to the Milky Way. And we're going to do a group manifestation. So we visualize that all our energies are bringing this force together, because together we're always stronger. So we can actually manifest the things that we would really, really want, okay? Can you feel the energies changing already? So it's good to breathe in and breathe out for a moment. Because in order to manifest what you like, you need to be in a certain state of being. Just let all your worries go. Okay. Set your intention. What is it that you want to manifest, okay? And I want you to keep breathing from your underbelly out. All your issues and problems and everything that doesn't count right now. And now we're going to visualize that we open our hearts and we make it a beautiful golden flower to the outside. So our heart is wide open and our aura is full of light right now. And it's reaching to anything that you're desiring right now. Okay? So now I want you to hold your hands on your heart. I want you to close your eyes, okay? I want you to visualize a pink light around your body with golden flakes. And I want you to bring your attention to your third eye. And I want you to visualize the thing that you so want. What is it that you desire most right now? And see it in your mind's eye happening. It's happening right in front of you in your third mind's eye. And your heart starts to glow and starts to reach out to make your desire happening. And I want you to really, really, really feel, how does it feel to have what you so desire? Does it feel exciting? Does it feel good? Where do you feel the sensations in your body? And if you feel that a part of your body is blocking it, we're going to wash that away by shining bright light on it. All blockages, we're just washing it away. Because why can this wonderful thing not happen for you? Because you are deserving, beautiful, handsome, wonderful, rich, loving, and everything that can happen for other people that's good can happen for me too, because I deserve it. Repeat after me. I deserve my vision, and I'm feeling it in all the veins in my body. I feel like it's already there. It's happening. So when I'm going out of this visualization, I just know that it will happen to me, and it cost me no effort because I deserve it. I deserve love. I deserve money. I deserve to have my visualization manifested. And when I see it, it can happen. It can manifest. How does it feel to have what you want so much? Are you smiling? If you're not smiling, you don't have the sensation right there, because when you're smiling right now, you feel like it's there already. Because you're deserving and lovely and so, 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 so wonderful. Moving all blockages. Okay, now we're sending it into the universe. 1, 2, 3. Desire into the universe. Okay. I want you to open your eyes. You don't need to share your manifestations because it will happen now. How do you feel energetically? Do you feel a shift in your body? Do you feel a change? Is there any chakra that is particularly more open? How are you feeling? If you're watching this later, you can leave a comment below. I'm like super chill now, even though I just talked for 2 hours, if not more. So I think this is time to, does it feel better? You see, like, this is how you manifest. It's just a change of energies, right? So when we focus a lot on what you don't want, your energy is out of your body to something you don't want. So you get more of the same. But if you focus on what you do want and on your own energies increasing, and then visualizing, so everybody has the power to change their energies. You just have to feel like it's in your body and it's already there. Smiling is good. Because we all have a little inner god and inner goddess within us, so we just have to awaken that. Okay, well, I hope that you're going to have a wonderful day, and that you're going to have a wonderful time. I'm going to upload this video for everyone who wants to watch it later, or if you want to do the manifestation session. If you're going to do the manifestation session a bit later, you can do that as well, right? You can do it anytime. It's really short but effective. This is how short it can take in your day to do this. So yeah, thank you so much for all your support and being here with me today. I really glad I got to reconnect. I think I went off again. So I think it's time to go for me. Let's see if I... Okay. Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave you. I wish you a really good day. Thank you for being here. And yeah, I'm going off. I'm going to celebrate now, having wine. So putting this good energy into the universe. So manifesting great things and focusing on me for the upcoming days. Okay? So much love to you all, and see you soon.